on to face American Dragon in this gauntlet. And American Dragon, when he gets to the ring, that means there's going to be some hard kicks. And that move right there, that was the sliced bread number 2 by Spanky. That is one of his patented finishing maneuvers. And I gotta say, Spanky cannot have much left after a grueling match like that. There's no way on earth he can be fresh enough to go against a fresh American Dragon. Right now, these two men square off, and it looks like Spanky may have caught his second win, but he's going to need more than that to square off against the Dragon. And Spanky is in Ring of Honor to make his name and become not just a main player, but the major player here in Ring of Honor. And Dragon better be ready. He better be on all 6 gauges of his arsenal, because Spanky is going to show everybody. He wants to show the world why he's the top guy here at Ring of Honor. Well, I'll tell you what, we have definitely not seen the last of Spanky versus Michael Shane in Ring of Honor. When they announced that match, I myself would like a front row ticket for that one. Ring of Honor, Shane, Spanky, I want to see it again. But right now what we are seeing is the American Dragon versus Spanky, and these two will leave it all in the middle of the ring. I met these two young men about 6 or 7 months ago, and I have been following their career ever since then, and they get better each and every single day. The American Dragon, just barely 20 years old, same with Spanky, and these two men act like they've been wrestling for 40 years, Steve. I have never seen, and this is the shoot, I have never seen a young man with as much poise in and out of the ring and carry himself as dignified as the American Dragon does. Yeah. American Dragon's great. I will not deny that. But Spanky here, just a big win over Michael Shane. The guy is coming up with big wins, month in and month out. And I'll tell you what, American Dragon may kick hard. He may know how to throw you in submissions, but Spanky is so crazy, he's not going to tap. Spanky's so crazy, he's not going to let you pin him. I'll tell you what, I'll go on record right now and say Spanky will win this match. Well, we were talking earlier before, right now as Spanky has him down to that nice, beautiful bridge. It looks like the Dragon, that's the key to the Dragon's success, is his cardiovascular training, much like Christopher Daniels, which I mentioned before. He was able to bridge right there as Spanky was looking to drop down right into the midsection. Just so happens to be the midsection is probably the strongest point of the American Dragon. But like I was just alluding to, you talk about oil and water not mixing, American Dragon and Spanky, there could not be two more polar opposites than these two. I have no idea how these two men even walk into the same building as each other. This is pure oil and water. This is vinegar and piss, man, right here. These two, I don't know how these two coexist. You know what? That's what makes professional wrestling great. That's what makes Ring of Honor so great. You can throw guys that are oil and vinegar, as you say, or oil and water, or vinegar and piss, no matter what kind of analogy you want to use. You can throw these guys in the ring, and you know what it's going to mix into? One hell of a match. I am going to go and say that American Dragon vs. Spanky is going to be one hell of a contest, one hell of an athletic contest. This ain't sports entertainment, Donnie B. This is Ring of Honor. This is hard-hitting pro wrestling. Both Spanky and American Dragon know that. They know it. It's not just about winning. It's about being on top here. Well, right there, who's on top of Spanky with that nice side headlock as the Dragon goes to shoot him off, quickly reverses it, grabs the standing arm bar, and it looks like he has full control of Spanky. What's unique about that maneuver is from that maneuver, you can jockey your opponent to any position in the ring you want, and what Dragon did was very smart. He brought Spanky down to the mat, clamped those thighs around his head, and right now Spanky is gasping for every bit of air that he can.
That's right. If you look at American Dragon is in great shape, and he knows that if he can get Spanky's head and keep him in like a head scissors, or keep him in a headlock, or a chin lock, or a front chin lock, he knows that he can wear Spanky down, because remember, Spanky just wrestled 10 minutes with Michael Shane, and there's a big hard chop from American Dragon.
American Dragon specializes in stiff chops, stiff kicks, nice submission holds, all that stuff. Very, very well versed in the Japanese style, very well versed in the lucha style. What American Dragon does that impresses me so much is, unlike so many young competitors today at the ripe old age of 20, gotta remember that. But I tell you what, American Dragon at only 20 years old, he takes his time in the middle of the ring, much like he did with that body slam on Spanky and that reverse flying elbow right there. He takes his time in the middle of the ring. He picks and chooses his spots. He doesn't go in there and explode 30 seconds and waste his load right there. American Dragon knows what he's doing. He gets on top of somebody. He keeps pounding and pounding until he has him beat. Right there, Spanky lands on his feet like a cat, almost in disbelief.
And American Dragon, as you will know, and as anybody that's wrestled him will know, there's no work in his work ethic. He is hard-hitting. He is as stiff as they come. When you go in there, oh my goodness, he just fell.
That's just the
this ring for close to 20 minutes right now. First against Michael Shane, now the Dragon. And if you make a cardinal mistake like that against the likes of American Dragon, you will pay.
And look, American Dragon is one of those rare wrestlers that can hit you as hard left-handed as he does right-handed.
Another quality that's overlooked in today's American Dragon is ambidextrous, but I hope he can fall to the right as good as he can to the left, because that would have saved him from falling very hard on the outside, which he just did. Spanky in the middle of the ring now seems to be getting his third wind of the night, and I'll tell you what, he's going to need it, because this match can go either way right about now.
And Spanky hit a hard elbow shot to American Dragon's jaw. American Dragon it may be good that he fell off the ring apron so he can get a little breather, because that was a hard elbow. And now Spanky is taking American Dragon to the floor and onto the barricade, and that does not bode well for the American Dragon.
Once again, Spanky shoots Dragon back in the ring, and the thing about Spanky is the longer the match goes on, the more cold, calculated he becomes. I'm telling you what, like I said before, this man is not playing with a full deck. I, with my own very eyes, back in October, witnessed this man go out in Alaska in 30 degrees below zero, wearing nothing more than tank top and shorts, walk across from a gymnasium, buy a Milky Way candy bar at a gas station, and walk triumphantly back to the gymnasium as if he had just conquered Rome. The seven of us just looked at each other, very puzzled, and wondered to ourselves, what exactly is Spanky thinking? Obviously, he's not thinking at all.
And you know what, as you see, as the match progresses, you don't see the crazy Spanky. So maybe he's not as crazy as you think. Maybe this guy is just smarter than the average man. You know great thinkers that have been smart but also been a little crazy. The Scott Levy's, the guys like that you may think are crazy, but in reality are very smart. I would put Spanky on that same level as a guy that may be a little crazy, but he may be crazy like a fox.
Steve, I can assure you that in his craziest day, Scott Levy did not walk through snow in his underwear for nourishment in Alaska. No matter what you say, I can assure you of that. And what is crazy is the amount of energy that Spanky is expending right now in the American Dragon. This guy has a bottomless pit of energy. He is non-stop. I have never seen a young man with this much intestinal fortitude. Lesser men would have been beaten already. The American Dragon is doing everything he can, including that. Which
threw him by his neck.
Oh my God, he pretty much threw him across the ring by his neck.
And Donnie B, I really haven't wanted to say this for the last 10 minutes because of the action that's been going on. But Spanky's pants have been split open wide, wider than Michael Shane's head. And you know what? It's kind of funny.
Yes, I was going to remark about that before, but I know that you're sexually charged right now from the appearance of Simply Luscious, I didn't want to give you any fodder, especially when it involved the derriere of Spanky.
Well, Spanky does have nice woman hair, but nonetheless, American Dragon just kicked the laughter right out of Spanky right there. And Spanky, ripped pants and all, is going to the top rope. Thank God he's got underwear on, because this man wants to fly.
Whoa! He just flew right down into the forearm of the American Dragon, who's calling for another one. This could be one of those roaring forearms that the Dragon is so famous.
Oh! Did you hear the
nice
impact
running
of the
reverse
elbow?
elbow right to the jaw, Spanky.
But Spanky keeps getting up.
I don't know if it's out of sheer brilliance or sheer ignorance, but one of the two has definitely come into the play in the latter stages of this match. American Dragon whipped across the ring, up and over on Spanky. Dragon hooks the reverse. Spanky back around. I tell you what, I can barely keep up with this. This is unbelievable.
Oh! And he dropped him with a belly-to-back suplex right on his head. Spanky may be the big trouble, and he's not getting up now.
American Dragon is doing everything he can to put Spanky away here, but there is no quitting this young man. You know, sometimes you run across a rare breed of athlete that is so arrogant, so conceited, so cocky, that you cannot wait to see him fall off the mantle. But this kind of athlete is the one that usually excels, and I think that's the case with Spanky, who just got that big boot up in the face of the Dragon.
Donnie B, you sound like you just described the man that trained Spanky. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, he was just like that, as arrogant as he was. Everybody wanted to see him get beat up, but he kept getting up, he kept getting back, and that's what he's taught these kids. These kids don't know how to say quit. These guys go to it until they can't take any more, and that's what the Texas Wrestling Academy is all about, and that's why the guys at Ring of Honor are so pleased to have these guys in the locker room, even if Spanky's a little strange.
Oh, nice block. Spanky just went for the side suplex on Dragon. Dragon was able to wiggle himself free, and Spanky dropped him straight down. That was the sheer brilliance by Spanky.
What else is great? We haven't seen Rudy Boy in a long time.
And Spanky spun out of it and dropped the knee right to the mid-nose of the American Dragon.
That's a big nose.
It certainly is. You know what they say about a man with a big nose?
He smells a lot.
No, he's got a big nose. Right now, Spanky back in control of the matchup, but he's got American Dragon in front face lock. And it looks like, yes, a snap suplex by Spanky. I don't know where this kid's getting the energy.
That's right. I mean, Spanky's been in that ring for almost 25 minutes now. This guy is not said quit. This guy is not even breathing heavy. He's tired. He's beat up, but he knows that he wants to win this gauntlet. He's already under contract here in Ring of Honor. He knows another big win could make him the top player, the top star, the showstopper, if you will, here in Ring of Honor.
I'll tell you what, Spanky is letting it all hang out literally in the middle of the ring, and when it does come time for him to re-up here in the Ring of Honor, I think they should include an extra pair of pants for Spanky because he's starting to fall apart. He's leaving me in stitches.
Well, when you're under contract, you're making the bigger money. You can afford to get new pants, and I think he's going to get new pants after. Oh, he may not need them now.
Maybe after he wakes up, he can get a new pair of pants or something else to go with that ass whooping he just got from the American Dragon. A beautiful belly-to-back, picture-perfect backdrop suplex by the Dragon.
Unbelievable. Spanky's another one that may have to go to ROHWrestling.com or RFvideo.com in order this video and wonder what in the hell he got knocked out.
He's going to need it just to remember, but what he doesn't need to remember is how to kick out, which he just did successfully after that pin attempt by the American Dragon was foiled.
I wonder if I call 215-891-9404 that
No.
video is simply luscious.
No.
You sure?
No, I'm giving you a preemptive match, Steve. American Dragon with a nice back brain kick to Spanky, which may have even jarred those marbles looser than they already are.
I wonder if she's got a website.
Oh! Nice Yakuza kick right to the face of Spanky.
Oh. And he keeps kicking out. This kid is somehow, wait a second, never mind.
This may be the point in the match where American Dragon thinks about hooking in one of those patented submission holds that he is famous for. It looks like Spanky is out on his feet as the Dragon attempts what may be a powerbomb. High angle powerbomb right down to the back of Spanky.
Could be all. Spanky keeps kicking out.
My God, I have no idea where this kid is getting this energy, but if you want to be the showstopper, if you want to be the man that everybody points a finger to when he comes walking through the curtain, then you are going to have to do exactly what Spanky is doing right now. Spanky is showing exactly why he has earned the moniker of being one of the few men on this planet trained by Shawn Michaels.
He blocks there. Spanky going for slice bread number 2.
Wow.
He got it! He got it! American
Slice
Dragon
bread number 2 out of nowhere.
He just landed on the top of his head. Hooked the leg. He kicked down. He kicked down.
I have yet to see anyone kick out of sliced bread number 2, but American Dragon did just that. Spanky hit that move out of nowhere.
The move that he defeated Michael Shane with. He just hit American Dragon with, but American Dragon kicked out. Still going. American Dragon seems unbeatable right now. Spanky goes to the thing. Oh, he took a boot to the face for that.
Oh, nice roaring forearm to Spanky's left face. My God, he almost knocked his face right off his face.
Thank God he's not two-faced. Oh, look at it. He's picking his limp body off the mat. This could
Spanky
be
in a
all.
variation of the full Nelson right there. Looks like, oh, Dragon suplex.
Beautiful bridge by...
And Spanky gets his left foot on the middle rope.
That is the mark of a great professional wrestler. Know where you're at every moment.
I'm not sure if that was a mistake or not, Steve. I think Spanky was out on his feet and that left foot just happened to travel onto that middle rope.
Any normal wrestler, I would say yes. Maybe it was a mistake. But these guys were trained by a man that held the World Wrestling Federation heavyweight title 3 times. The Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. These guys are taught to know where you're at any moment in that match. American Dragon hit him with a great Dragon suplex. But Spanky knew where he was at, had enough poise, had enough heart to just go.
Right here, what is this? He's going.
Number 2 again.
Off the top rope this time. There is no way the Dragon's going to kick out of that.
He got him. Spanky wins. Spanky wins. Here's the man. Spanky, a huge win here over not only the American Dragon, but Michael Shane. This man is unbelievable.